Alright, Booth here, going to give a quick little tutorial on how to use the Clipmaster system to generate replays for our in-game productions. So the software that we use for this is based out of OBS, and then there is a supporting software called Clipmaster. I'm going to go to the web page real quick for this. I'll put the link in the description for it, but it is Clipmaster. It is a urzlab.com application. It is just for Windows and it helps manage video clips produced from the OBS replay buffer. Currently using build 6. The previous build is very similar to this, so if there's changes to this in the future, I doubt it would be terribly extensive, but after you download, there's a button up here, link up here at the top to download. It'll, I think, give you a zip file, and this will be the directory for Clipmaster. I'd put this somewhere where you wouldn't mind having, maybe say at least have a gigabyte free of space, because there will be some video clips depending on how many you take output it out. So there's a JSON file, output subdirectory, clips, and bin, and then the Clipmaster executable file. All you're going to really need is the executable file. The rest of this will set up some path mirroring to work, but we'll come back to Clipmaster in a second. I'm next going to help explain kind of what you need to do on the OBS side. So first thing, we're going to go into settings and go to output. You're going to change your output mode to advanced if you do not already have it there. You're going to see a replay buffer icon here now. So here, let me show you the difference. We're in simple, you just have streaming and recording. You're going to put this to advanced and go to replay buffer. So first thing to do is enable the replay buffer. You're then going to select the maximum replay time. So this is how long you want the clips to be. I have mine set to 8 seconds. I've used from 4 to 10. I think it just depends on what kind of clips you want to expect. We can try to get a set time across all producers for this, or this can be something kind of varying across. The next thing you'll need is go to the recording type. You can leave type as standard, but you need to set a recording path. So this is the same path that where any recordings you take through OBS will store those videos. This is also where all the clips will go themselves. So I have mine on this subdirectory called OW Clips Rex for recordings. As you see here, I have some replays saved from previous times, but it's not terribly important where you put it. We'll be using Clipmaster to then access this path, so remember where that is. And then the last couple things we're going to do, now that you have replay buffer enabled, you'll see down here outside of the settings you have a start replay buffer button. Similar to the start streaming and start recording. You can hotkey this if you would like. I have it set because I'm pretty notorious for forgetting to enable this buffer until the games actually start. So if you want to hotkey those, you can. If not, this button down here will do just fine. But the important thing is you need to have a hotkey set to then save a replay. So you have a little setting here for replay buffer. I have mine set to control numpad 3, but you can set yours to whatever you would like. But okay, we're going to hit OK on that, and now I'm going to show you what we need to do inside of Clipmaster. So this is what the application looks like. It's kind of a black background right now. You can change the colors if you would like, but it has an editor mode, a settings mode, and then this is the clips mode. I'm going to go to the settings mode real quick, then after we generate some clips, I'll show you the other two. So the first thing you need to do is come in and you need to set a replay monitoring path. So what that is basically you just go in and pick whatever folder you initially set back inside of OBS. Here, actually, let me pull it up to show. Again, this buffer output that we set here in recording is the same path you need to set here. So go to add, locate whatever the path will be, and then leave it here. You can leave the setting here as default. You don't really need to mess with the rest of these if you would like. You can mess with slow mode video settings, but I think that's easier to do through OBS itself, so you can leave the rest of these the same. And then you can just click on the settings button again to go back to the clips setup. So one thing to note is I do have currently all audio muted, so I don't have to do any backdrops or worry about the game sounds coming through, but if that's something we want to explore in the future, this is how you would enable that. So I'm going to come into OBS. I'm going to start the replay buffer, and then I'm going to bring Overwatch up here on the screen. I have a little skirmish set up between bots, and we're going to generate a few clips and then kind of show how this whole system works. So the one important thing to note is that this replay system will capture just whatever is your current OBS output. So right now I am just on the Overwatch scene. That is why I'm capturing this. But if I was looking at another scene, like say one of our halftime screens or the map preview screen, and if you used a replay, save a replay, then it would not capture the in-game. It would capture whatever, again, that OBS output is. So I think I've captured about a couple of clips now. That'll be the third one. I think I'll capture a fourth one, and then we'll show how things kind of work. We'll go into first person pop maybe. And let's generate one here as well. Okay. So I have some clips generated. I'm going to exit the game so the sound doesn't get in our way. I'm going to pull OBS back up, and let's come into Clipmaster. So as we see here, I have 4 clips now available. If you double click on them, they will be outputted. So let me click. First off, the mode normally is in single mode. If you would like for that to be, it'll display 1 clip. If not, you can select multiple clips to be outputted, but we'll start with single. So what happens is you select an output here. You see it has duration 7 seconds for this clip. This one has 6 seconds. What this does, we'll go back into our folder here for Clipmaster. If we go into clips, here are the 4 clips that we have visible here in the application. These will stay here until we remove them. But the important thing is we have this output.mkv file right here. I'm going to open that up real quick. This is the first clip that we selected that is currently being outputted. So you can tell there is no audio associated with this, just because of the fact we have it muted here. So let's say I wanted to go to multi-mode up here in the mode settings and select all 4 of these. So you'll do that and then click the process button. They will turn green to OK once this has happened. I'll come back into our output here. And now we see we have a 30-second video here for us. That is now the combination of all 4 videos. So there is our second clip now, for example. We have our third clip should be starting here in just a second. There's our third clip, and fourth clip will follow, etc. So this output.mkv file is what we would then probably going to use here inside of OBS. So I've created a scene here called replays, and what we'll do is go in and get a, if I believe it is, probably should have checked this beforehand, a media source, if I'm not mistaken. So we will then select it as a local file. We'll go to our browse settings, locate that Clipmaster directory where the output would be. I'll get to mine very quickly here. I need to clean up my file directories a little bit. Can I not find? Okay, there we go. Sorry. We'll go to our Clipmaster directory again. We'll go to output and select the output.mkv file. Then you're going to want to check mark loop, so that way the file will play over it again instead of just ending whenever it happens. We're going to restart playback when source becomes active. That is up to you. You're going to also want to check close file when inactive. This is very important, because if you were, for example, going to change and just select these 3 clips now you want to be enabled, it would not be able to work if the file was active. So having this closed while not on the scene is very important. And then right here is where we can change the speed of the replay itself. So right now I have it set to 100, but let's just set it to 80%, for example. Now it's maybe a little difficult to see because of my screen size. We have the replay function going at about 80% here. The replay clip, as we see, there's no audio coming from down here, but it is now playing at 80% of the initial phase. And let me just flip scenes real quick and then go back. You'll see the replay has restarted the video again because of the setting we had selected. And that's pretty much most of what we have available through the replay feature. One quick thing I'll show here inside of Clipmaster, just for a little bit of help for you. After you're done with the game, what you can do is just hit clear. It will erase the clips then from inside. I'll do that here at the end. If you wanted to select all the clips, like at the end of the game, very easy. You can hit this all button. Deselecting, you can hit none. So let's say I click 3, and I didn't put these in the correct order. You can hit none and restart. the order that you select is the order they will be processed. So right now I just changed the order. Our video behind just updated. I started with the 4th clip and now go forward to the front. And then at the end, you can just hit clear. And after the game, the clips will be removed. The output file is still there. That is not removed. All this does is remove the clips from the clips folder, but the output file is not changed. So there will still be a video afterwards if you want to start clearing some space. Don't forget to stop the replay buffer if you would like at halftime or at the end of the game. But besides that, I hope that helped out explaining how the replay system works. I'll put a link then to the download again here for the Clipmaster itself. But if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.